Good morning, friends. It's Nancy, and I'm just filming a little update of stuff that will be put into my Etsy shop. If you're watching this video, they've already been uploaded to my shop and good to go. So I have some fabric, first of all. So I have these packages of 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares of Quilters quality cotton fabrics. There's 100 squares altogether, and I just want to point out that I've got actually some Kathy Holden fabrics in here as well, from the flea market. I want to say Flea Market Fresh, but I might be wrong, collection. Yeah, so there's, you know, beiges and taupes and ivories and those kinds of colors, all neutrals. So I think I have 6 of those. The other collection I have is French General, and I think this one's called a Red Rose. So they're all coordinating fabrics. There's 42 different patterns, and again, these are cut into 2.5 inch squares, but I also have 3 more that are cut into 2-inch squares. For a total of 100 for each package. So of course the smaller ones will be priced slightly less than the 2.5 inch ones. But I thought I'd just kind of show you some of the patterns. So the background is a pale ivory color. This one's a pale green. But lots of old, shabby chic sort of vintage patterns and color family. So that's what you're looking at. There's some that are like this one here. Actually, this one here is probably one of my favorites of all of the 42. If I can show it to you. Isn't that sweet? Anyway, I've done a video before about what to do with these 2.5 inch squares, and I will link it below so that if you're wondering, Nancy, how do you use fabric in your journals? Okay. Oh, these are antiques. These are from 1920. So this is there's 5 in a pack, I believe. I'm going to say yes, it's 5. And these are receipts from a laundry. And it would probably be a Chinese laundry with a name like Lee. The fronts are all clean and clear, and you can see the date is 1920. But on the back is handwriting in pencil. So I've got quite a few of those. These ones are slightly different. They're a little bigger, and they say Chuck Lee. So there was a couple of Lees in the biz. So, all right. Next up in paper, I've got some checks. So there's 4 checks in each package. I don't have very many of them, but if this is something you find difficult to find in your neck of the woods, you know where to get them. These are all drawn on Canadian banks, and they have the tax stamp, I believe, on all of them. Okay, these are also some antiques from the 1920s. So these are receipts for Imperial Oil. And this one has, some of them have the excise tax stamp on them as well. Not all of them, but some of them. So there's 5 of these in each. These are actually like a card weight. These are from the 1950s, 1940s and 50s, and they're pay stubs. So these ones are from 49, 43, 50. So this is someone who worked at a dairy. And again, 5 in a pack. These are prescriptions. There is 12 in each package. They all came from a pharmacy in Leavenworth, Kansas. Various doctors, and again, all dating to 1920. So some of the handwriting is really interesting. Some of the medications are very interesting because, again, of course, you know, this was sort of in the infancy of mass-produced medications. Look at that handwriting. So I've put a selection in each package. There are 12 in each, and so that's all of that antique and vintage paper. Well, everything is antique except these. These are, I would consider these vintage. I figure 100 years is antique. Stamps. So you may have noticed that I've already renewed some listings for packages of stamps in color families. I've renewed cigar bands, but these packages of stamps are different. So I believe I only have 1 of these. So this is all sea creatures, so shells and fish, and those are, well, that's a sea dragon or a seahorse or something. So there's 100 different sea creatures there. This one is all art related, so costume, performing arts, sculpture, paintings. A lot of the stamps are big, on the bigger side of things. Artists, composers, writers, even some movies. So I only have 3 of the artsy ones. These ones are all flowers. Again, 100 in each pack, and I think I have 5. These are all birds. I only have 4 of those. These are butterflies and insects. So I would say 90% of them are butterflies, but there might be bees, crickets, but most are butterflies and moths. I only have 2. And these are all animals. So I see an elephant here, and I don't know, is that a raccoon? Fox, some kind of a frog, I guess. Look at that rabbit there. He's cute. Some cheetahs maybe, or leopards. I'm not sure. I'm sure the name of them is on there, but I can't read it because it's too far away from my old eyeballs. So if you're looking for thematic stamps, these will be in my Etsy shop. Okay, now for some stationery kinds of things. I've got these 3 exercise books. They're definitely vintage. I'm thinking 40s. They're blank. This one's got a small tear at the bottom, but the other two are, oh, well, that one's got a little crack at the bottom too. Anyway, that one's got a big crack. But all of the paper is nicely aged. And I have vintage stationery. So this one has roses. I have a couple of those. This one is like a pale aqua color, and it's got an interesting texture, and the matching envelopes have a liner. This one is scalloped yellow. These ones are just red roses. And I have a couple of those. This one has a lady in a hat with pink envelopes. This one is rainbows, and envelopes have a little corner in a rainbow too. This one has a big flower. This one has peaches. There's a couple more of that. It's like an onion skin texture. So I've got 3 more there. And then finally, this is Deckle Edge Stationery. It was brand new in the box. I've got 25 sheets, and it still has the wrapper around it. I have quite a few of those, and all of them have a wrapper, except one, I think. This one you could see the wrapper was on it, but it got removed. Oh, it doesn't have the wrapper, but it has the label. So this was ordered in 1971 by Phi Sigma Alpha by Miss Atherton. So that's that. And it's a textured paper. It's yeah, I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. So that's all the stationery. All right, I'm gonna clean off the desk, get these things loaded up onto Etsy, and take a look, see if there's anything that you care to add to your stash. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.